Hello everyone. So today I am going to teach you this question, Leetcode problem 453, minimum move to make equal array elements. So this problem says that you are given a array of nums of size n and you have to return the minimum number of moves to make all array elements equal. Means you have to make the elements of array equal, and you have to make that in the minimum number of moves. So minimum number of moves means in one move what you can do, you can increment elements n minus 1 elements by 1. Only n minus 1 elements you can increment. So here this question is only based on the mathematical based question. This is not an any concept, any other. This is only on based on your mathematical, only on based on your logical thinking problem. Okay, so what we can do, firstly we have to observe that what is happening there. Let's see an example. This is nums of array 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, so its output is 3. So let's see how it is 3. The see 1 comma 2 comma 3, we have to make sure that we have increment only n minus 1 element, where n is the size of that array. Okay, yeah, there is n is equals to 3. Okay, we have to make only two elements by array. We have to increment two elements by 1. Okay, so first we have to increment that 0 and 1 index. So what will be the array? 2 comma 3 comma 3. Okay, now we again increase same indices, 0 comma 1. So array become 3 comma 4 comma 3, and again we increase the different indices, that is 0 and 2. So what it become? 4 comma 4 comma 4. Okay, now let's break down it. Okay, we understand that this is the chain that is happening there. Okay, so there is a point that in every step we increment only n minus 1 elements. Okay, n minus elements, yani in total from initial to final, what we do, we do n minus 1 elements, we increment n minus 1 elements by 1. And at what times, in number of operation, in number of moves. What moves? Well, means in how many moves. Okay, so n minus 1 into number of operations, that is the total increment we have to do in this question. So final sum, what is the final sum of this array? At last the final sum become initial sum plus n minus 1 into number of operation. Okay, got it? Okay, as at last the array will be like something like same elements in a whole array, that is x comma x comma x. Okay, like there it is 4 comma 4 comma 4. Okay, so the final sum becomes n into x, and also the final sum becomes initial sum plus n minus 1 into number of operation. Okay, so we can equate these equation. Okay, so when we equate this equation, the equation becomes n into x initial sum plus n minus 1 into number of operation. Okay, so now we have to find this x. Okay, we have to find this x. How we can find this x? As we know that from minimum element to x, when we reach x, so we reach x from minimum element by increasing it by 1 by 1. Okay, by 1 by 1, it means in m moves, into this minimum element becomes x. Okay, means minimum element plus this is number of operation, that is m moves is equals to x. is equal to x. So we find x. Now we put this x value here. Here we put this x value. So what it will becomes, minimum element plus number of operations into n is equals to initial sum plus n minus 1 into number of operations. Now let number of operations m. Okay. So what it become, minimum element into n plus m into n is equal to initial sum plus n into m minus m. Now n into m and n into m will be cancelled. Okay. So what it will become, minimum into n is equal to initial sum minus m, where m is the number of operation, total number of operation required for this. Okay, so m, what m becomes, m equals to initial sum minus m into n. This is the last operation that we got, where m is the number of operation. So let's code. Okay, let's see. So first of all we have to find the minimum element from this array, from the array. Okay, and we also find the initial sum before the increment, before do any moves, the initial sum of array. Okay, initial sum of array of an array. Okay, so this is the method to find minimum element or initial sum. Okay, so formula what we derived here, m equals to initial sum minus minimum element into n. This is the formula for to find the minimum number of operations required to make all array elements equal. Okay, let's run this code. Okay, let's see. Okay, indeed all test cases are passed. Okay, let's submit it. Okay, great. 2 millisecond, 87.22% speeds. Okay, good question. I really like it. Okay, so if you are not understand anything, let's comment it. I will help you out. Okay, thank you so much.